Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about major winter storms and Arctic outbreaks that occur in the United States with the upcoming weeks and lead to really cold temperatures for the United States. If you like my content, please consider subscribing and liking this video down below. Let's dive right into today's winter weather forecast. As we fast forward this even more, a 983 millibar low pressure center forms off the coast of the Northeast, and it is currently dropping heavy rain for most of the Northeast right now, and eventually it will cause some snow on the backside of the system for southeastern Canada and a little bit of the high peaks in New York and Maine. As we move this model even more forward, we get a really big trough in the west and then a really big trough in the eastern United States with a huge ridge extending all the way from the Gulf of Mexico and then back all the way up to near Montana. And that's going to be really crazy for this time of year. And as we push it even more forward, the jet stream decides to flatten itself out, and then eventually a big snowstorm starts forming over Montana as a 996 millibar low pressure center with a cold front underneath, a warm front on top, with the warm air surging right here. And then we have a huge snowstorm right here, which is going to drop 10 to 20 inches of snow, and this is going to be really widespread if you're in these areas in Montana, Idaho, Washington, and Oregon. And then as we fast forward this model even more, it just continues, and then after that, we are left with a really big ridge in the west, and then a trough in the central and eastern United States, which is pushing this cold air down as a 1034 high pressure center, which is very cold air for this time of year. And then we have more of a southeast ridge down here because it's like pushing this colder up. So I'd expect that there might be some severe weather somewhere right here because the cold air and the warm air keep fighting back and forth. And then as we push this model even more forward, a snowstorm even happens for the northeast and the higher elevations, which is likely for this time of year as we have even more cold air just pushing its way southward into the northeast, and this is going to cause a really big cold outbreak. As we keep it going right here, we are now left with a really big ridge in the west and then a full extended trough in the northeastern United States. This is the total snowfall amounts, and currently in the western United States, we have anywhere in the blues from about 1 to 3 inches of snow, and then as you work your way into the pinks, you have about 4 to 12 inches of snow, and then all the way into these greens that you see here in Montana, possibly up to 20 inches of snow, and then for some of those mountain regions in Idaho, and then back up into the Canadian Rockies, you can expect 10 to 20 inches of snow, and maybe even up to 28 inches of snow, depending on your location. This is the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, extended from October 27th to November 2nd, and currently, like I was talking about earlier in this video, we have a trough right here, and then back up the east coast, we have a southeast ridge from the warm air pushing up here, so that there's going to be below average temperatures in the central and eventually reach the eastern United States, with the big ridge, which indicates a positive PNA, which is forcing this cold air into the eastern and the central United States, while the southeast and the positive PNA will encourage warm air in the west. Thank you for watching and have a good day.